Hey guys, it's Rich and Lisa here at OnlyVans.
In this month's edition of Vanother Collective, we're here to talk to you about our top 3 campsites that we've been to in 2022.
We've been to a number of sites this year. We've been using a little app called Search for Sites that lets you find cool campsites up and down the country. We've been to a lot of caravan and motorhome club sites, the CL sites in particular, which means there's only 5 caravans allowed on site. And we've also been to much bigger sites as well, and those are the ones that we're probably going to talk about.
Yeah, I don't think any of the ones that we're going to talk about are caravan and motorhome clubs, so they are sites which are going to be available to every single one of you, whether you're a member of the club or not.
But if you are interested in the caravan and motorhome club, we've done a video talking about whether the membership of that's worth it, and we'll put a link in the description down below for that.
So what have we based the criteria on then, in terms of our most popular sites, our favourite sites?
Can I ask you that? Because I have no idea.
Well, why do you like the sites that we've been to?
This was what the criteria might be.
No, but what sort of things are important to you?
Good facilities like shower block.
Aye.
Somewhere that does a good breakfast.
Aye.
I feel like this could be like 4 in a bed for campsites. That's what 4 in a bed is.
But it's on hotels.
No. Oh, they do campsites as part. Yeah, okay, never mind. Scrap that.
Yeah.
Uh,
So if you could have your perfect campsite, what would it be?
Swimming pool.
Aye.
Heated.
Mhm.
Indoor and out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good breakfast, good coffee, or more specifically lies. Yeah, I think once Rory's older, obviously the kind of criteria will change so that it's more kid orientated. But like right now, we don't need to worry about that.
No.
So I'm quite simple when it comes to my campsite needs, as long as it's got good showers, clean toilet block, and probably that you're not too far from anywhere either, so you can go see some places while you're there. I think all 3 campsites that we're going to talk about had what I would look for or expect, but I still have a favourite. What do you look for in a campsite?
I like there being a bar on site.
Oh yeah, I forgot that.
I like having a bar on site, and fishing. I like fishing, and I like. Actually, I'm guilty of liking the big, like proper commercialised sites. They're the ones that I really like. I think those ones tend to be more expensive, but I think I do quite like the commercialised ones, the bigger ones. But I think we've had some good fun and some good times on, like they say, the CLs and that, haven't we?
Yeah, the smaller ones still have. There's something to be said for them anyway. But yeah, I agree. The more commercialised ones, I suppose, they've just got a more of a holiday, abroad vibe about them, I think, as well. If that makes sense. With the entertainment and all the different bits.
Right, so starting from north to south, so it's not in any particular order. We'll start off from Lisa's neck of the woods, a campsite called Campsie Glen, which is just north of Fintry, is it? Up by the Campsie Fells?
Next to Fintry, yeah, just north of Glasgow.
So why do you like that one?
I think we like that one because it is. Well, it's got a pub. It's got a pool table. They serve very good food.
Yeah, food is good there.
We've not had breakfast there, but the dinners were pretty good. Dessert, sticky toffee pudding, very good.
We do like a sticky toffee pudding, don't we?
Yeah.
I think it's all they do. They've got they have entertainment on, but both times we've been have been closed season, haven't we? So when we went in April one time, and we stayed in like a caravan with a hot tub and all that sort of stuff, which is nice because the hot tub and like a little accommodation looked a little bit tired. but the like had a hot tub and all that, and the hot tub looked out over over some fields and a river and all that sort of stuff, so that was nice. And then we went back a couple of weeks ago to take the wee man to meet some of his relatives, so we went up in the camper and all that sort of stuff, so it was good. I've enjoyed it both times. The touring pictures were sound, and once again it was right at the beginning of November we went, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So the pub was open on Friday night and Saturday night. It wasn't open on Sunday night, however, which is fair enough because it is in the middle of nowhere. And then we'll put the pictures of the scarecrows on as well, eh?
Oh yeah, there was what did they call it? It was the name of it escapes me. But basically, as you were driving towards the campsite, a lot of the houses and the kind of pub in the local park had these scarecrow type. What would you call them?
They were like, I don't know, it was like for some sort of a charity or whatever, and like there was like 7 or 8 of them, and they had like a policeman scarecrow, and they had like a zombie scarecrow, and all that. So that was really good. It's right that the road to get to it it's the most. When you think of what a Scottish road would be, the road on the way up to it is just that. So you have to go up. Camper was in second gear, so you have to go up the Campsies, and then after that it's just like just a single road, which is really good. But it's about 12 miles to the gallon because of the nature of the roads. And like the drive up there is amazing. And is it the car park in the sky?
Yeah, car park in the sky up the Tackmadoon Road.
It was called what?
Tackmadoon.
Tackmadoon. I thought that was. Isn't that something to do with Egypt?
So hold on, is that the Kilsyth side or the Kirky side? Campsie side. Anyway.
And what's it called?
Tackmadoon. No, I think that's the Kilsyth side.
No, but isn't that an old Egyptian emperor? Yeah, but that's a good one, and we'll move on to the next campsite now.
Hold on. So I want to tell you about the Meikle Bin.
Go on then.
Yeah, there's the Campsie Glen Holiday Park sits beside the Campsies. We'll put a picture somewhere up here of the Campsies, and then just nestled behind the Campsies is a hill called Meikle Bin, which is close to 600 metres above sea level. We climbed that in April, and that gives you spectacular views out across like Falkirk and Edinburgh to one side, all the way across to Glasgow on the other. Except the weather was rubbish, so we couldn't really see much.
It was crap, wasn't it? And the most Scottish mountain in the world, that on a clear day you can see the Iron Brew factory from the top of it.
Yeah, well, you can see that pretty much any day, even in the bad weather.
Well, we couldn't. So not all the time.
Not all the time. So campsite number 2 is...
2 things. So the first one is I'm not sure whether it is much further south, but I'll do it in order of which one you get to on the M5. So the second point is I'm basing this not on my experience of dealing with the staff. I'm going to just talk purely on the campsite and the facilities, and not the people or some of the people that work there. So it's somewhere that I've spent months and months and months and months and months and months and months at, and that's Cofton Holidays in Dawlish Warren. It's just on the south coast of Devon, just a bit further past Exeter Junction 30 of the M5, and that was one of the first campsites proper campsites that I'd been to down south, and it's just the most amazing place in the entire universe. So it's got an indoor pool, it's got an outdoor pool, it's got parks, I love fishing, so it's got fishing. There's loads of stuff to do nearby. You've got Creeley Park, you've got Dawlish itself,
home of the Black Swan.
Home of the Black Swan. So it's just such an amazing place. So we'll put links for all these campsites down below. But certainly, I absolutely, and my family do as well. We absolutely love Cofton. So of the 3 campsites that we're going to talk about, Rory has been to 2 of them. So he's been to Campsie Glen, and he's also been to Cofton for an impromptu weekend in the middle of October. Do you want to say anything? And not cough. We've got a week booked at Cofton actually at the beginning of January, so looking forward to that. We're going down and having a week in a static and a hot tub and all that sort of stuff. So really looking forward to that.
They do a good breakfast and a good latte as well.
Oh yeah, there's been many
Ticking
times.
my boxes, sorry.
Yeah, there's been many times that I've slid into Amelia's pantry and had some breakfast and something to eat and that. And then last but not least,
Hendra.
This is just by Newquay, and once again, this is one hell of a campsite. It is like, I like Cofton, but Hendra is just, it's on a different level. You could be, you think about like, it's like being abroad, isn't it? The campsite
has
there.
A proper holiday abroad feel about it.
Like Cofton's got as entertainment and all that sort of stuff. It's got a bit of a kids club and all that, but which is all right. Don't get me wrong. And you got Digby the dinosaur. I want to hear you roar. But like just the quality of entertainment that Hendra do.
Some really good money at the bingo.
Oh, mad money.
Mental money.
Oh yeah, my sister won 900 quid and all that sort of stuff. So that's mint. It's got an indoor pool, outdoor pool. They do like, it could go on and on and on and on and on. To be fair, we wrote a blog on this, so we'll just pop the blog up as well, because there'll be no doubt stuff that I'll forget. But it's just stuff like, they do a land train which is free, so it's like a little proper rinky-dink little land train that picks up as many people as it can and drops them into Newquay town centre, and then you get a ticket and then you come back. And they've got like, when you go in season, they have like loads of little pop-up takeaways, and I love a chicken tikka masala so the chicken tikka masala there was amazing. It's not wildly priced either, the drinks and stuff like that. The food again at Hendra is brilliant, isn't it?
The food's amazing.
Yeah, and once again, location wise, it's brilliant, because you're never really more than sort of an hour from everything. You've got, is it St. Evils or something? We went together that year, but it's got like a massive go-kart track as well. I think it's called St. Evils or something like that, and it is a massive full-on go-kart track and stuff like that. So it's another good one. And what do you like about Hendra? But the only downside of Hendra is that if you're on one of the fields that's miles away, because of how big it is, sometimes you can be a good old 10-15 minute walk from where your caravan is right up to where like the entertainment is and all that sort of stuff. So I think you can pay a little bit extra and choose which caravan you go into, and for the sake of a tenner, 100% I would always do that.
Yeah, well, like all the things that you've really said, the entertainment, the food, the holiday vibe feel about it, everything about the place was just spectacular. But I'd never been to that neck of the woods before, so I just really enjoyed the fact that you were so close to the beach. The beaches were amazing. Yeah. And we went a little jaunt looking for a camper shop.
Yeah, we did, didn't we?
And we came across, we just parked up and started a little walk, and then realised that there was a beach like 5 minutes from where we were. Yeah, we saw some
quality beaches, didn't we?
Yeah, there was, I can't even remember the name of it, but we'll put it in the description below, because I think that's on a blog as well. Yeah. But the beach was spectacular. It was just a tiny little cove, and
if you like beaches, Newquay and Cornwall in general really has got literally some world class beaches. And one more thing, easy. One more thing, it's just another thing that we should do, which is dead good, which we took advantage of when we went. So, because the traffic from here can be a bit of a nightmare, we hired before we got our camper, and my car had just got written off just before that. So we hired an Enterprise transit van. So we drove down, and if you get there after 10 o'clock the night before, they have like a field that you can stay on. So if you've got a caravan, you can put the legs down and you can stay there rather than try and drive in the day when the traffic's dead bad. So like a holding field. So we got there at about 10 o'clock, maybe 11 o'clock, and we just threw up a mattress in the back of the transit van and the sleeping bag. And then we just met when we woke up at like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning, we were already there. Our caravan was, the static caravan was already ready and all that sort of stuff. So
yeah, we got in early, so it was quite good.
Yeah, little things like that make a massive difference, really, because that drive down to Newquay, once you get on the A30 off the M5, it can just be an absolute. What was it, the A38? That's one of them. Anyway, it's horrendous. If the traffic's bad, it's literally, it can be a 12-hour drive sometimes from this far up.
Yeah. What? Just a couple of things I was going to say. I would have loved to have tried surfing, but pregnant with this wee guy. So next time we're there, definitely going to try that.
Last time I went surfing, I nearly drowned, so I didn't fancy it.
Maybe give it a pass.
Yeah, swerved it.
But we did build a massive sandcastle with the kids, which
that was good.
pretty
that was
cool.
It. Yeah.
We'll put a picture of that on so you can see that. I think that's the biggest sandcastle I've ever built or been involved in building.
Yeah.
And then we had to wait for the tide to come in to wash it away.
Oh yeah, and we had to. Obviously, as the tide was coming up and people were moving back with the tide, we had to sort of like try and cordon it off and sort of stand in the way so that people couldn't sort of tread on it and kick it and all that sort of stuff. So we were having to police not only nieces and nephews and mates' kids that we were with, but also had to police other shites. Anything else for Hendra? Well, like I said, we'll throw the blog up anyway, and that is, we love Hendra again, that's another belter. Now, we're also going to throw in a bonus campsite, so this one's called Pillerton Hall Farm. This is just off Junction 13 on the M6, and we made a vlog on that, and you can watch that here.